Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Mono Black. So, Magic Arena has a Mono Black problem. This deck has such an insane win rate that I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna fix it. I know Mono Red is really good, and every new player likes to play it because you don't have to think about at all. But it gets eaten up for breakfast by this deck, the Mono Black Problems deck. So this deck basically it's a combo deck. Plays Unstoppable Slasher into Bloodletter Valklazad and just kill our opponent in one turn. But the sort of the backing of this deck, the rest of this deck to back up that combo, is so overwhelmingly good that I think this deck has about a 60% win rate. That's insane. So here's how it works. In the early game, we got 4 cut down and 4 duress. If our opponent's aggro, we'll cut it down. If our opponent's control, we'll look at our hand and get rid of all the cards that can disrupt our deck, our combo. Then going into turn 2, we have a lot more removal. We got 2 Anoint with Affliction to kill all those dice trigger creatures early. We have 2 Go for the Throw to make sure that any bigger creatures or any trickier creatures will get killed that way. We got 2 Nowhere to Run to kill all the Ward and Hexproof creatures. And then we got 2 Sheoldred's Edict in case we couldn't even get rid of the Ward or they have Planeswalkers. Sheoldred's Edict will also get there. So 8 removals on turn 2 along with 4 Deep Cavern Bat. So we can look at our hand and also disrupt anything that might disrupt our combo. So the early game is just so oppressive that our opponent really can't fight against it unless they play in the same shell. Then turn 3, we're gonna have 4 Unstoppable Slasher. We just want to land our Slasher. They can kill it using up their whole turn. In our early game to kill an Unstoppable Slasher that comes back, that's not smart. Or they can let it go and we'll just kill them with a combo. And we also have 2 Liliana to get into their hand or make them discard cards. We'll never -6, honestly. Not because it's not good, not because we won't get there with the pluses, with the fact that we can control their hand and the board and everything, but the fact is, for us to get to -6, it would take 3 turns after Liliana calms down, and by then our opponent's probably already dead. So that's how crazily fast this deck is. Then going to turn 4, we got 2 Archfiend of the Draws, and then 4 Bloodletter Valklazad. So yeah, Unstoppable Slasher, Bloodletter, they die. So curving into turn 4, it means that we have turn 1 Disruption, turn 2 Disruption, turn 3 Unstoppable Slasher, and that means they have 1 turn to interact with it. If they do not, Bloodletter kills them. Of course, then we also have 4 more. Turn 3 card, technically an Unholy Annex, but we can also pay as a 5 mana Ritual Chamber for a 6/6 demon. So yeah, if we don't kill them with the Unstoppable Slasher and Bloodletter combo, the Unholy Annex will kill them, because every turn they lose 2 life, and we gain 2 life as long as we have a demon, and no matter what, we draw an extra card. So it's a lot of card advantage with the Unholy Annex, but in addition to all of that, the demon on board means that they will lose 2 life and we gain 2 life. If it's a Bloodletter, they lose 4 life for every Unholy Annex. So just having cards on board that give us card advantage makes them lose 4 life. So if we have 2 Unholy Annex, they lose 8 life a turn. If we have 2 Bloodletters, they lose 16 life a turn, or along with 2 Unholy Annex, they will lose 16 life a turn, 16 life a turn for having things on board. We don't have to attack, we don't have to cast a spell, we don't have to do anything. Just sit there and our opponent dies. So yeah, that's the insane part of this whole deck. And then the land base. The land base is even crazier. 21 Swamps, 3 Soulstone Sanctuary. The Soulstone got 4 mana. This land becomes a 3D creature with all type and vigilance. So basically it's a mutable that costs 4. Costs a lot more, but it's a permanent creature. And the best thing about a permanent creature, not just turn back into the land, is that it triggers the demon part of Unholy Annex. So they can also take a lot of damage for that. And we'll gain life. So yeah, instead of a Phyrexian Arena that hurts us, now it's a Phyrexian Arena that hurts our opponent and gain us life. Insanely good combo, and this deck is so oppressive. I think we'll see in today's game exactly how scary it is. But without further ado, let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Ramses Angel. Well, Ramses is going first. We got 2 Duress and a Bat. Absolutely no removal against this deck that looks to be running some weird-ass sleeves. So, guess I had to mulligan this. Otherwise we can't do any... this is not better. Not better at all. We go back to Liliana. Unstoppable Slasher. They're both good cards, but I have no removal. I'll draw a land, right? I'll draw a land. Authority. Okay. I do draw a land. You can authority me. Sanctifier. Cool. I'll bat you. You do gain that life, but I'm gonna take out your... Linden gives them life. But Enduring Innocence gives them cards. I'd rather they have no cards. They do the attack. They didn't get a land. That's interesting. If they didn't get a land, Liliana's so good, but then they'll just get lost to Liliana, right? So we'll play our Slasher, because if I play the Annex gets lost. If I play Liliana, Liliana gets lost. I might get lost to bat. Definitely not blocking with the bat, so yep. The Johnny's Pride Mate. That's a pretty big creature right there. If I attack and he no blocks, he loses half his life, but it would just gain it back, right? I don't think that's worth it. So, do we use our map here? Yes, we do. Free card draw is always good, right? Here's Liliana.
Enough with the mysteries.
You sack a creature.
Off you
Probably
go.
the Sanctifier, that makes sense. Now we play defense. Yeah, playing defense pretty much kind of locks them out of the game. They are mana screwed, which is very good for me. Attacks Lily. Into a Death Toucher, that makes sense. Does it gain death? Indestructible? Oh, it just prevents the damage. Ah, that's fine. Might look scary, but not really. So, let me anoint this first. If he has interaction, he does not have interaction. Then each player discards a card. It's funny, but I'm going to discard my Go for the Throw here. Discard his Linden. And now I play the Annex. Good luck fighting through Liliana. And an Annex. Okay, let's... Each player discards a card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Shelter by Ghosts. Cool. Play a land. Maybe I Soulstone Sanctuary. Okay, that's another Annex. Take 4. And it's a devil, so actually draw the card and they lose their life. That's GG, right? I feel like that's a GG moment. He did get mana screwed, so to be fair. Oh no, my Sanctuary. Alright. I guess we will bring him to discard a card. Discard our Liliana.
We all have things we'd rather.
He discards the Enduring Innocence. Alright, let's attack. Couldn't stop me there with anything. Then we Ritual Chamber into a Demon. He gains that 1 life, but he loses 2 life. Down to no chance. Yeah, no chance at all. GG. Okay, he still wants to play, I guess. The cops outside are after me. Cannot make him discard this. But then I can make him discard this, like this.
Don't overthink things.
Wait, which one am I unlocking? No. I unlock this one for the demon and attack him for 3. He takes 4, and he dies. Actually, no, he doesn't take 4. He takes 2. Alright, our opponent is Ghost. Is it MF Ghost? Or Ghost in the Shell? Or just What is Space Ghost? As long as it's not Space Ghost. I'm afraid of Space Ghost. Hi. I didn't get a Duress or a cut down, but we're going first. That's good enough off an opener. Ah, you got your Oko Eyes and your hello, and then your no place. Cool sleeve. Alright, well. It's got Dark Slick Shores. Probably got a cut down, but I am gonna throw out the bat. At least get a look at his hand. Yeah, there's a stab. Does he have a bat? He's got nowhere to run. Mystic. Faros. Alright. Whenever you draw 2 cards, right? Draw a second card, create a blue creature. Let me draw 2 cards. I like to draw 2 cards, please. You think his deck's full of counterspells? I don't know. It could happen. Another Mystic. Oh, that's pretty scary, right? If he draws 2 cards in 1 turn, he's going to get a lot of creatures. I don't want that to happen. And it doesn't seem like he has much on board. Maybe I just draw a card. Draw an extra card. But, he's got down to 1 mana, right? How is he going to kill the Bloodletter? Yeah, this is more on curve. Maybe he tries to go wide this turn. Going wide actually helps me more than him because of Archfiend, so let's go with it. Maybe he just hardcasted Farah. That would be pretty bad for him. Alright, this is return target creature. If it targets an attacking creature. So as long as I don't attack with the Bloodletter, he can't do it. And I don't need to attack with the Bloodletter. New attacks. What if I just end turn and draw 2 cards? These are all instants. I don't need to do anything. I could also play an Unholy Annex. And I'll lose a lot of life. I'm just going to draw the card. Kill his whole board. Now he gets to surveil. Maybe I should have waited till after the surveil. Yeah, it's fine. Some sort of frog? What is this? Other frogs you can try Ward 1. Don't know what's going on. Maybe he turns a Reef life and attacks me with the Reef. Exile target creature card. Let's not have that. Non-token creature. These are both 4 mana. It's kind of tricky, but if it has a bounce spell, it would just get rid of this card forever. Bloodletters will kill him. If he just lets Bloodletter out like that, it would just kill him. I don't even need to attack. He plays his Unholy Annex? That's... gotta be... Wait, you only lose 2 life? What? Oh, during my turn. Okay. What if I have another Bloodletter? And another Unholy Annex. And I'm just gonna pass turn. Yeah? GG. How much life do you lose? Too much. That's how much. Too greedy. Alright, our opponent is Wolfie. Huh. But it's a dinosaur. We get to go first, and we got some removals, but... Oh man. Alright. If they're aggro, this hand might work. If they're not aggro, it's 4 lands in my hand. 4 lands are what I we're not able to draw for the past, I don't know how many games. And this deck only curves out to 4, so that's kind of the sad part. I just needed that 4th land. Red, Wood Sphere, and it's gone. Rockface Village. Our opponent did not need any help. They have green. Do they want to play anything or just peace out? Get it gone. Slash. I will slash you. Alright, so let's hope this curve out good enough. Huh. Well, this doesn't do anything to his board here. Takes half his life. Now we got our Trina draws. Good luck. Flying 6/6. You're at 9. Hope you can kill me this turn. Okay, we can also rope, right? That's definitely a play. I think our opponent's salty. I get it. I mean, I got 6 lands here, so you know, I dropped 10 cards. 6 of those were lands, so I'm definitely flooding out this game. Our opponent's doing the ropey rope. They only got 1 hourglass, so we're just gonna let it rope out. If they have like more than 1, I'd probably cut it. Oh, Screaming Nemesis, cool. How would you like to attack? No attack? I mean, what was the plan there? I don't know. I'm gonna duress you first so I can figure out your plan. Okay, not a very good plan. That's lethal, by the way. If you know how to count the half-life loss. GG. Alright, our opponent is rest is for the live. What? That makes no sense. I go first. I got Annex, a Duress cut down, Anoint. That's a very good hand. And go first. Let's see what happens to this game. Rest is for the living. Okay, one of the things that could happen is our opponent ropes us, which seems to be happening right now. I Duressy. Wow. Wow. I'm kind of speechless what I'm playing against, but now that I duressed him, I'm sure there's a no more lice in my future. Even kept to the top there. Yeah. That looks like a no more lice. Oh, okay. That was not a no more lice, but it's a no more something. 3 mana go. Gonna start draining him. Anoint's not going to be very useful against this deck, and I did not draw the other half, which was more useful. So, I'm going to play a Bloodletter. Wow. He just took it. And he took some more. He's down to 2. He's just dead. Okay. I was gearing up to fight the fight, but he did not put up one. Alright, our opponent is Professor Buck. What does BC stand for in his mind? Before Christ? Because? Bicycle? Could be a lot of things. I mean, we got 3 lands and a bunch of 2 draws and 1 3-drop, so we're gonna go with it. Heartfire Hero. I mean, with a Heartfire Hero, I think we just know where to run it. Can he buff it out of the way? That's kind of tricky, right? He could. Let's just kill it right now. I want to play this game. Yep. That was the downside of potentially playing a nowhere to run into that, but you still gotta do it. If it, Gift of Promise deals 3 damage to target just controller, give me a treasure, lightning strike, and a shock. I mean, this deals 2 damage and 3 damage. This does 3 damage total. That's fine. Okay. You played a land already, right? Until end of turn. I can make him fight the Slasher. Then we Liliana him. Yeah. It's not great, but I mean, it's something, right? He has to use both. Gives me a treasure. I think this gives me a... Does it give a tap treasure? No, it just gives a treasure. Yeah. It's gonna come back. And now you sacrifice a non-token creature of your choice. All that, you don't get to deal that extra damage. It's just a 3. Liliana's fine.
When
Oh, okay. Yeah, Liliana is fine. She is fine, alright. Alright, our opponent is the Mysteria. Is that a word? Sounds familiar, but I could be just blowing out of my ass here. Duress, Bat, Slasher. No removal. Ashiok. Yeah, okay, fine. I mean, like, people play Ashiok probably just play mono red, but I could be wrong. A lot of times they do. They duress me, so I can't duress them. Alright. Classic go first strategy. Well, that's a flood. Are they gonna bat me? Because, you know, they know I'm gonna bat them, so they're gonna either bat me or hold up a removal, right? There's a bat for me. Takes out my bat. Just tear apart my early game because they got to go first. And they play their Slasher. What do I do here? 1 mana off curve anyways. Anyways, I shake it and 1 mana off curve. I think I'm gonna bat him. It's a little bit more important to get knowledge of our opponent's hand. Let's take out the Bloodletter. He wants to combo me. He can Duress me. That wasted Duress. I have the combo. He's not blocking. See what he does. Cool. Do I kill the bat? If he attacks, he loses. Wow. Do you think about the game at all? Does the thought process of the game ever get to you? Why did he attack? Just gave up the game entirely. Okay. Alright, our opponent is Yuzuki Yukari. Yuzuki's letting me go first. Got 2 cut downs. And the combo in hand. I hope he has nothing but creatures. Better yet, I hope he has nothing. Just 5 lands. Mulligan down to 5 and only have 5 lands. That'd be so fun for me. Not fun for our opponent. That motorcycle agrees. Alright, they look to be very red. They obviously are not very red. And this is going to be an uphill battle. We might be able to do double cut downs, I don't know. See where this goes? It's a cool little like map thing that shows a moth in the middle. Alright. It's the Reanimator deck. Reanimator deck is so hard to fight because they got into the Flood Maul. So the question now, he kept it top, right? If this gets Flood Mauled, I kind of get really far behind. This is not gonna get countered. Yeah, it's a Flood Maul. Okay. Yeah, see, I knew it was something like that. Like he kept 1 mana open. If he Flood Maul Annex, at least I get a little fish. I could have killed him. If he didn't have a Flood Maul and no blockers, I could have killed him. But let's face it, right? That was not what was happening. Ooh, this is a card. This is a definite card. Let me look at your hand. What are you playing? There's 2 into the Flood Maul. Oh, then that just means anything I play gets Flood Mauled. It's a lot of Reanimators. If he does not draw anything with the Prankster, and he does not draw anything with Chart a Course, he'd be screwed, right? Oh, this is so hard. It's very hard to fight against this deck. So many into the Flood Mauls. There's the Prankster. Right. Didn't get anything good in his graveyard. You get a Phantom Interference. You might think about blocking or bouncing my Unstoppable Slasher just to be able to do it again. Cool. Charts a course. Oh, he's gonna reanimate a Jinn. How big is it? I can't cut it down, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't cut it down, huh? Good thing I got this thing going on. It's kind of risky. Risky's my middle name. This is non-land, right? He didn't even get that, he just got Chart a Course. He doesn't want to Chart a Course. There's a Soul Partition into the Flood Maw, Chart a Course, and Phantom Interference. If I Soul Partition it, I take out his Soul Partition, I mean. It's hard for him to like fight through that, I think. This costs 4 mana. It's gonna counter this, right? I think it only makes sense. If I drew an extra land, it would have helped so much. Thinking about whether or not to Flood Maul one of my stuff. Or counter the Slasher. I don't think he will counter the Slasher, but then I can kill him. He can always Flood Maul the Slasher, but he wants to Flood Maul my... what's it called? Demons? Timeout's used. He can't have that many Flood Mauls. I already took one out. Right, here I took one out, he played one, so there's only one left in the deck, one in his hand. He wants to into the Flood Maul something. I have bats, I have Duress, I can still get there. Oh, okay, a bat. A bat's nice. Because the sanctuaries can turn into demons. I just need 4 lands open. Then I need 2 extra land for the bat, or 1 extra land for Duress. If I had a Duress this turn, it would have helped, but I didn't, so I had to bat him. Also, he has to do something, right? He can't just sit back. Haughty Djinn. And then he charts a course, okay. That is interesting, because now his Haughty Djinn has to die. Unless he draw a land. Did he play a land? No. He had 4 land last turn, so. Discards the Oculus. Still has a land, damn it. Okay. If he didn't have a land, I might have had a chance, but now that he had a land there. Well, if he has a land, what is he going to do? Flood Maul? No, just quit. Okay. Long wait game to quit, because he's probably on full control. So here's my plan. Alright, so let me show everyone the plan. Guess that was fun? I don't know. The plan was, if he has no land, next turn I will play the Bloodletter. Right, play the Bloodletter, attack with the Unstoppable Slasher. Doesn't block, you'll die. Block with a Haughty Djinn means that Haughty Djinn dies, Slashers, you know, it'll come back, stunned, but it'll come back. And then the Bloodletter will deal 8 damage to him, because there's 2 of these outs. And then we will gain 4 life. So instead of going down in life, we'll actually go up in life. Meanwhile, we have 2 extra lands, we can also bat him, take out maybe the Flood Maul, and then he's really locked down. Alright, our opponent is Lee. Just Lee. I don't even know how you could get a name that short. Is that allowed on Arena? Go first. Combo in hand. With a chamber and a bat. I'm going to get the rest. Hello. Here's the swamp. I doubt they're going to aggro me. Neither of those things happened. But the bat did happen here. So, what do you have? Oh, that's pretty bad. Take out the Gremlin Tamer? What can he do here? He won't have a creature if I take out his Gremlin Tamer. What if he draws a creature? Then I'm kind of just screwed, right? He plays a Gremlin Tamer, you know? I think too much. Whereas I should just go in for the cards. I play a Slasher. He's got to play a blocker. Does he play a blocker? He plays the Enduring Innocence. Well, he has to block every turn or he dies, right? This will be fun. Why did he only take one? Did he gain a life at some point? What? Oh, the Enduring Innocence gained life. Alright, tracker. Just gain. Lose half your life, then lose half your life. GG. That was painful. Alright, our opponent is Austin. He is from Texas. He gets to go first. I have nowhere to run, but let's see if that can actually get us somewhere. Is he just gonna be Omniscience? Omniscience combo? Austin, Texas? Austin, Texas is roping us. So yeah, I wanted Duress and to know where to run, but they're aggro. Alright. They're aggro, but a little bit slow, so we might be able to get somewhere. I think they're Boros aggro. Or Boros burn. Boros burn. Yeah, what do you have here? Helix Rage. Cool. Now I know what to do. Just take those out. Let me duress you, huh? You have too many cards in hand. Lightning strike my face. There's too many cards in hand. Too many cards. There you go. That's the right way to play. No cards in your hand. Manifold Mouse. I'll let that go. Liliana.
A fight?
Sacrifice.
And you think you can win?
I guess you can Restless into attacking Liliana, so maybe we'll hold back. Yeah. Saw that coming. My face. Is it attacking my face? You got it. What? No, opponent, don't do that. I just gained a life back. Alright, what do we do here? I think if I make a demon, how is he going to attack through that? Hardfire Hero. His hero fire is on. His heart is on fire. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, I'll go for his throw. I'm gonna play this out. Yeah, GG. I was gonna play this out so that I can start discarding cards. I can play a Swamp too. Anyways, GG. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, I think there was 9 games in total, how does this deck feel? I feel this is insane. Okay, so I had to cut, I think, 3 or 4 games because I'm pretty sure the shuffler has caught on. I mean, you know, conspiracy theories beat all, but it is so many games where I got mana screwed. 24 lands, right? 24 lands is not a lot, but this deck curves into 4 lands. Sometimes you only need 3 if you have an Unholy Annex. And every single one of those games, I was stuck on 2 lands for like 5-6 turns. And, well, you know, if you play on 2 lands for 5-6 turns, even if your deck is good, you're not going to win this game. And yeah, so other than those games, 9 wins. Whenever I am not mana screwed, I win. This is how scary this deck is because, well, it's just unstoppable Slasher and Bloodletter combo is almost unbeatable. And if our opponent interacts with that, then the Unholy Annex kind of comes out of nowhere and just drain them out of their life. You saw that one game where we had, you know, 1 Unholy Annex and 1 Archfiend, and we just killed them that way. And then the other game where we had, I think, 1 Archfiend and 1 Bloodletter, and that Archfiend attack was 12 damage. We can kill them that way too. So this is insane. This deck is so fast and so ridiculously good. There's some alternatives I might be considering. I think the Anoint might be good, but maybe going down to 1 Anoint and 3 go for the throw might be better. There's not that many things I wanted to exile as much as I want to have just that catch-all removal. So that's why maybe more go for the throw would be necessary. I love Nowhere to Run. It hits ward, so that's why it's in the deck. Anoint doesn't hit anything. It's just exile, so it kills the die synergies. But I don't really care about the die synergies as much because, well, die synergy really only affects those red aggro decks. And what with those red aggro decks, we'll already cut them down, or Unholy Annex and gain life out of the way, or Anoint with Affliction isn't really going to get us the win anyways. So I feel like you can go down to 1 and have 3 go for the throw might be better, but that's neither here nor there. Another thing is Duress. I love Duress, but I think I might go down to 3 Duress and 1 Dream of Steel, Oil and Steel. I think that's what it's called. Dream of Steel and Oil. So we can discard a artifact or creature instead. Mainly Duress is to get sort of a card info on our opponent, but I think being able to discard a creature card might help some in some matchups. I'm not sure. This might be a sideboard card, which in best of 1 we don't sideboard. So I guess for Duress, if you don't want to think too hard about it, 4 Duress can definitely help you because ultimately the Duress is not always to take a card out of your opponent's hand. It's just look at our opponent's hand. Sometimes we got nothing to do turn 1, especially against control. Duress can help, right? To look at their hand, and then we'll know whether or not our Slasher will get there with this Bloodletter combo. That's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.